Welcome to Pennsylvania Homecare Coach, the channel where we simplify compliance so you can launch, grow, and manage your home care agency with confidence. In today's training, we're addressing one of the most critical responsibilities of any home care provider: recognizing and reporting abuse, neglect, or exploitation. Every caregiver must be trained to identify the warning signs, respond appropriately, and report immediately, because what you do can protect a life. Let's walk through this step by step. Abuse is the intentional infliction of injury, unreasonable confinement, intimidation, or punishment that results in physical harm, pain, or mental anguish. Neglect is the failure of a caregiver to provide necessary care, resulting in harm or risk. Exploitation is the illegal or improper use of a client's resources for another's profit or gain. These can happen in any setting, even in private homes. That's why caregivers must stay alert. There are several types of abuse to be aware of: physical abuse, hitting, slapping, pushing, rough handling, unnecessary restraints; emotional, psychological abuse, verbal insults, threats, humiliation, isolation; sexual abuse, any non-consensual sexual contact or behavior; financial exploitation, stealing money, forging checks, pressuring for access to accounts; neglect, withholding food, medication, hygiene, or medical care; self-neglect, when the individual fails to care for their own basic needs, posing risk. Train your caregivers to look beyond the obvious. Some warning signs include unexplained injuries, bruises, burns, or broken bones; sudden weight loss or dehydration; fearfulness or withdrawal around a certain person; untreated bed sores or infections; missing belongings or unpaid bills despite enough funds; poor hygiene or unsafe living conditions. Remember, silence, fear, or even overly rehearsed explanations can also be warning signs. Do not ignore it. Do not wait. Ensure immediate safety. If the client is in danger, call 911. Document objectively. Record what was seen, said, or done. Avoid assumptions. Notify your supervisor immediately. This initiates the agency's internal protocol. File a formal report to the appropriate authority, such as Adult Protective Services, APS, or Childline if the individual is under 18. For adults, 18 plus, call Protective Services via the PA Department of Aging at 1-800-490-8505. For children, call Childline at 1-800-932-0313, available 24/7. If a caregiver is involved, you may also need to report to the Department of Health or the Office of Long-Term Living, depending on licensure type. Your agency must also document the report and any follow-up actions taken. Under Pennsylvania law, direct care workers are mandated reporters. That means you are legally required to report suspected abuse, neglect, or exploitation, not just morally responsible. Failure to report could result in civil penalties, loss of license or employment, or even criminal charges in some cases. Your job is not to investigate. Your job is to report. Build trust. Clients are more likely to open up when they feel respected and safe. Keep detailed notes. Objective daily care notes can serve as legal protection and documentation. Respect confidentiality. Share concerns only with those who need to know. Stay trained and aware. Attend refresher training and know your agency's policies. A caregiver notices that Mr. Thompson, normally cheerful, is suddenly withdrawn. His arm has a bruise he claims was from a fall, but the shape looks like a handprint. He flinches when his nephew walks into the room. What should the caregiver do? Document the bruise and conversation. Report the concern to the supervisor immediately. Call the Elder Abuse Hotline if abuse is suspected. Never assume it's None of your business. In home care, protecting clients is your business. Agency leadership must ensure caregivers are trained on abuse reporting annually, maintain clear written policies on abuse reporting, investigate any allegations swiftly, cooperate fully with outside authorities, and remove suspected offenders from client contact immediately. When in doubt, report. Your voice could be the only one speaking up. You are the frontline defense against abuse. Pennsylvania Homecare Coach Channel, your partner in compliance and compassion. Save the Elder Abuse Hotline, 1-800-490-8505. Save Childline, 1-800-932-0313. Be informed, be alert, be a protector.